Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for my first ever Demoniacal Fit Dragon Ball Super figure unboxing and review. Today we are taking a look at Deep Blue, aka Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta from the Tournament of Power Arc. Now I have picked up my fair share of Demoniacal Fit figures, but I never saw fit to review them on the channel. I was collecting them just for me, but Demoniacal Fit sent along this review sample, so let's give it a go. Now, do bear in mind, this is a third-party unlicensed figure. I have popped the link to Demoniacal Fit's Insta in the description below for your reference purposes only. This is by no means a promotional video, this is a review on a figure that I plan to put in my own personal collection. While you're down in the description, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon and join button, so you're notified as soon as a brand new review goes live on the channel. As for the box art, it does look relatively similar to Bandai's own event exclusive packaging, but that totally works for me, because if Bandai ever did make this transformation, knowing them, it would quite likely be an event exclusive. Off to one side, an image of the figure in multiple different shades of blue with black in the background, deep blue on the side, then a clear open window showcasing Vegeta. Some more event exclusiveness on the side of the box with another image of Vegeta. Yes, that's the actual figure. Up top, Demoniacal Fit, then down below, Deep Blue. I mean, come on, it looks just like Bandai's packaging. We've got some product shots, super modeling, and super action. They've even copied the weird wording. Then down below, some warnings and legal info. But we're not necessarily here to dissect the packaging. No, we want to see Vegeta. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this transformation for Vegeta. I've been waiting, I've been hoping that eventually one day I'll wake up, I'll open Instagram, and what do you know, Instamarshi, they posted their very own Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. But as of yet, that hasn't happened, and I don't know why. It's super simple. They have the Vegeta stock body, they have the head sculpt. All it requires is a new lick of paint, so luckily, Demoniacal Fit, they were up to the challenge. First in-hand impressions, holy pearlescence Vegeta, this guy is gleaming. What we are going to do now though is get all of his accessories laid out in the light box and take a closer look at everything he comes with. Starting off with the aura effect first, and if this looks familiar, it should. It's a direct copy one-to-one of the Bandai version, aka a recast. Now I know that's going to ruffle some feathers, but there's no denying in this colorway, it's really striking. It looks quite pretty. Towards the center, there's this pearlescent middle portion that is translucent plastic. And as we work our way towards the rubbery plastic spikies, metallic blue. Just like the hair on the figure, but you'll see that a little bit more later on. Plus the base is nice and flat, so in the collection it's quite sturdy. Unfortunately mine is a little bit yellowed, but when light passes through it, it still looks like it's glowing, so for me, the aura effect absolutely works. We also get these side pieces, so it kinda looks like the energy is flowing up towards the aura. And these, they're painted in the exact same way. Now, we do get 4 faceplates in total, but let's just look at 2 of them here and now. We'll save the rest for when we actually get the figure out here. Now, we do have this grimaced or maybe evil Vegeta grin, and on the left, fully wide open, Vegeta is super angry. The hair is painted in this gorgeous metallic blue, and the prints for the face, they're really clean. An absolute classic, a must for Vegeta because he's full of attitude, crossed arms, super glad they're included. They do plug into the shoulders, and yes, we will try them on the figure. You can make out the tops of his fingers in his white gloves and the rest of the glove on the other side. His muscles are nicely sculpted and the entire thing has a pearlescent finish. And honestly, I think the pearlescent finish was the perfect choice. It's not just metallic, it kind of has this ethereal blue glow. It's hard to describe, but you can definitely see it on camera, and in person, oh, it looks even better. We've got some ki blasting hands, we've also got some martial arts pose hands, some style pose hands, and the classics, the I am Super Vegeta and also the Margin Vegeta gesture. What we are going to do now though is get Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta himself out here, standing straight up and down in the light box, no crazy poses or accessories or anything like that, and right off the bat, Demoniacal Fit. Whoa, this guy looks awesome. But looks can potentially be deceiving, so we'll know a lot more when we take him off the turntable. Just standing here though, proportions are good, sculpt work impressive, paint applications impeccable. That metallic blue for the hair, I love the way it looks. So I can already tell you, I'm pretty happy just standing there in the collection. This guy is absolutely going to stand out. And this is a transformation that we haven't gotten yet from Bandai, so if you absolutely have to have Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, this is technically the only option. Up close and personal, kicking things off with Vegeta's hair/head sculpt and neutral faceplate option first. We will be trying out some of the other faceplates in just a second. For now though, oh, that's Vegeta alright through and through. He is pissed off. Look at that little frown. He's even got the frown lines painted or printed on the surface, and those eyes are beautifully detailed. The hair is quite crisp around the edges, but the metallic blue, as lush and as gorgeous as it is, it's a little bit thick, so that means the lines in the hair, they're slightly softer. To me at least, it's worth the trade-off because that blue is practically gleaming. Now, compared back to a Bandai Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, there's a big difference, and unfortunately, it doesn't go the way of the Bandai figure. He looks like the Demoniacal Fit version. There is so much less detail. The eyes with the border around, they're super thick. The frown lines are non-existent. They're literally just sculpted in. So for me, yeah, Demoniacal Fit absolutely takes the win. Now, it's worth noting the Broly movie Vegeta is getting a little bit older, but nevertheless, third party really shouldn't be upstaging Bandai. Especially when they're copying Bandai's molds. I mean, they've literally taken Bandai's own work and been like, look, we like your sculpts, but your paint's lacking, we can do way better. And I haven't even mentioned the skin tone. For some reason, the one on the right, he kinda looks like he has jaundice, and those lines around his eyes, they're way too brown. They look like he's got red eyes. Whereas this guy, it looks way more natural. Now, the smirk absolutely works for Vegeta, but unfortunately, there's a little bit of schmutz underneath his mouth on my copy. Fingers crossed with your copy, it's gonna be a non-issue. Oh, he's getting angrier, his teeth are gritted, and still, the detail is exceptional. They've added even more detail for the frown lines. I mean, even around his nose and the tips, the corners of his mouth. I'm really happy with this faceplate. I can totally see myself using this one in the display. Something about this one, though, doesn't really work for me. I mean, he's got all the detail, his mouth is wide open and nicely painted, but his eyes, they look nowhere near as angry as this one. If they'd taken these eyes and printed them on this faceplate, I reckon it would have looked so much better. So if you do want to have this for mid-action or powering up or transformation poses, yeah, you do have it as an option, but like I said, I don't reckon it's the best of the bunch. You absolutely don't have to agree with me though. If that's your favourite faceplate, go with that one, it's a non-issue. Now the sculpt work for the body, identical to the Bandai one because they've copied it. For better or worse, you can decide if you either love this guy because he uses Bandai molds or copies of them, or if you hate him because that's stealing. It's a personal preference. Now, the muscle groups are nicely defined, and the metallic pearlescent paint is, once again, absolutely beautiful. There's metallic pearlescent white, there's even some metallic on the yellow, there's even some on the gloves, and of course, you guessed it, on the blue too. And it goes all the way up to the half skin tone neck. Then for the legs, once again metallic pearlescent, and down below his boots, I dig the sculpt. They're slightly wrinkly, but still, they're a split cut boot design for maximum range of motion. Then on the underside, they are painted, but there's no sculpt work. Now he does, of course, come with the classic, the iconic crossed arms that you do plug on. I'm kinda scared to give that a go, but let's try it. Oh yes, it was super easy. I was so worried. I thought it was going to be a chore, but it wasn't. You pop the arms off, you pop these in, and yeah, it looks cool. It sits flush to the body. There is a subtle gap on both sides where it plugs into the top of the shoulders, but from the front or even from above, absolutely works. Is this a display option I'm entertaining? Oh, I mean, Vegeta with his arms crossed? You bet I am, this can totally work in the display. Jump scare, here we have the Bandai figure, cause it's time for some head swaps. Let's try this head sculpt on the Demoniacal Fit body, and of course, vice versa. Seeing as though this body and the neck connector by default is the exact same, cause Demoniacal Fit copied this body, everything is compatible. This head sculpt pops on, no problem. And with the darker blue for the bodysuit and the grey shading for the vest, this metallic blue, it pops even more. But there is a bit of a skin tone mismatch between the neck and the faceplate. Not a huge deal because you can barely see it, but from the side, if you peep it, yeah, it is something you'll probably notice. As compared to the Bandai head sculpt on the Demoniacal Fit body, to me, it doesn't work as well. So in my display, my personal choice, once again, you don't have to agree with me, I'm going with the Demoniacal Fit head sculpt on its proper body, and vice versa. Very quickly, I know, we have to move on, but I wanted to try the red Super Saiyan God head sculpt on the Demoniacal Fit body. Once again, fully compatible, but that metallic pearlescent red, it blends with the metallic pearlescent body really nicely. There is still that skin tone mismatch, and I so wish those frown lines were painted, but at the end of the day, this totally works. For a quick side-by-side comparison, on the right, Demoniacal Fit Deep Blue, and on the left, Vegeta in his Super Saiyan Blue transformation from Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, technically, the Dragon Ball Super Broly version was the one that Demoniacal Fit recasted to make their one, but in the recasting process, Vegeta has shrunk down just a little. Does that bother me? No, not really, but if it bothers you, you could always extend up the torso just a touch to give him a little bit more height and try and make him scale a touch better. In the collection, in a pose, it's not going to be a huge deal. Demoniacal Fit's version is still going to work well. And I reckon he works just as well alongside this guy, the event-exclusive Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. What a mouthful. Now, Goku is a lot taller than Vegeta, as he should be. Vegeta is a short but muscular dude, whereas Goku is a tall and muscular one. Nevertheless, the scaling, to me at least, looks on point. Plus the metallic finish on Goku and the pearlescent finish on Vegeta, they play off each other beautifully. Now, the big difference here is Goku's hair is translucent, whereas Vegeta's hair is solid metallic blue, but I wouldn't change a thing. I reckon both paint jobs and finishes, as different as they are, they suit both transformations. Going over articulation, if you already own a 2.0 mold Vegeta from Bandai or Demoniacal Fit, doesn't matter because the articulation is the exact same here, it's a carbon copy. But I am still going to be slightly more careful because I don't want to damage this beautiful metallic and pearlescent finish. Starting off with the head sculpt, it's on a ball peg and hinge and swivel up top. Then at the base of the neck, I'm pretty sure there's another ball peg. Looking forward to there, looking up to there, swivel and pivot side to side. The arms will go up to there, going forward and back, butterfly joint at the shoulder that hinges up and down. Swivel at the bicep, double bend at the elbow going just past 90 before the glove collides with his bicep, then a hinge and swivel for the wrist peg. The torso can be extended up for a little bit more range, crunching forward to there, going back to there, although it does get kind of gappy, swivel and pivot side to side. The legs will go forward to there, going out to there, swivel at the upper thigh, although it's super tight on mine, double bend at the knee, and there is a little bit of a cutout back here, so it goes slightly further. We do have a double ball peg for the ankle, good for forward and back swivel and pivot, and lastly, toe articulation. Wrapping up on Demoniacal Fit's Deep Blue. Going into this, I was excited. I mean, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, we've been waiting for this transformation for a while, ever since we saw it in the Tournament of Power arc. But Bandai, they're too darn slow, they take forever with their releases. They release one every now and then, but they're not necessarily going full steam on one particular show or even one particular saga. So enter Demoniacal Fit with this guy. He's really good, in fact, he's great. I love the body, but technically that's borrowed from Bandai, so all credit kinda goes to them. Articulation, proportions, all good. Now, he doesn't come with a ton of effect pieces, but he does come with an aura, so I'm always a fan of getting new auras. You can use it with this guy or other figures, because a blue aura, super versatile. Then we get to the head sculpts, and that's where this guy really shines. I'm so sorry. You know, it's intended, shines, the metallic finish. Moving on, the face printing is on point, and I dig the array of expressions. So now that I've reviewed this guy, will I be keeping my eye out on Demoniacal Fit for more potential Vegetas in the future, now that I know what they can do with this body? Oh, absolutely, I am 100% in with Demoniacal Fit. Now, I do have to say a thank you to them for sending me this guy to review. I've not been positive just because they sent him to me. I genuinely really like this figure. I literally couldn't care less if you buy this guy or not, entirely up to you. If you are, do bear in mind it is third party and unlicensed. I have popped the link to their Insta in the description for your reference purposes only. This is not a promotional video, this is a review on a figure that's going in my collection after this review. If you are down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.